Welcome to another episode of Stuff I Make with Grinding Villager Chris. This is another video in the Let's Build a Village series. Today we're going to be looking at these paper mache houses. This is one of the, I think this is the third size that they make. There's a size bigger than this even. But these are the houses that we did last time. So we're doing the next step up. Okay, in the interest of time, some of the steps to building these houses are repetitive, so those have been put into their own videos to show you for those people that need a step-by-step on how to do things. Because some of the steps are fairly involved and just worthy of their own videos. So we're going to go ahead and skip on this video from here to here. Because I have 3 of these videos to do each of these. I've got 3 of these houses. Each of them will be their own video. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, and we're back. Okay, so for the first thing that we're going to do, this is going to be an inn. I want it to have the timber edging. So I'm going to go ahead and cut craft sticks to go on the edging. The measurements on these are not exacting because these are done by hand in China. Even though they're using a form to build them on, they're not going to be precise because it's not a machine doing the exact same piece the exact same way every single time. There's always going to be little oddities. So I'm not going to give hard and fast measurements for any of this. There are going to be some little mistakes that are going to come up as far as dealing with the handcraftedness of it. But those are things that we'll easily hide later on at the final stages. So for this stage, I'm going to go ahead and cut my timbers. I've gone ahead and put these down. I need 2 for each facing, so I need 8 total for the vertical, and then I'm going to go ahead and cut some for the horizontal as well. Those ones will be the most off, but again, like I said, it won't really appear in the final project, especially since these will be viewed at tabletop height. If you want to, you can put in gap fillers and stuff. We'll talk about that later. So for right now, I've gone ahead and put this one on. This side doesn't have the little lip on the bottom. I went ahead and put this on the side with the lip. Put a little dot where I need it to be. I'm going to go ahead and cut some to the size that I'm going to need for the horizontals as well. On these, I'm basically just going to eyeball it. I'll get the rough measurement, but I know that there's going to be some fudging because once I glue them down and get them as close as I can to the edges, there's going to be a little bit of variation here and there. But I'm going to go ahead and take the craft sticks over to the bandsaw, glue them into place. Like I said, we're going to need some. I'm going to put one on each one here and here. But this is where we're at, guys, and I'll get back to you as soon as I get these cut and glued in. Okay, we're back. I wanted to show you guys, as I was talking about a little bit ago, it's hard to get things exactly straight on some of these because of the way they're built. The corners on them, even on the back here, are not exactly square because these things warp a little bit, but it's not going to matter in the finished product. But in order to get the corners as square as possible, let me zoom in. Okay, this is the long side. So what I've done is on the long sides, I've put the dowels as much as I can. I did the short sides first, put the dowels to the edge, and then on the long sides, I put them to that new edge created by the second wooden craft stick. Now it's not going to be perfect. There will inevitably be a little bit of moving. Again, this is the long side. And in order to hold them in place, I went ahead and put rubber bands on it. When you do the rubber bands, there's inevitably going to be some readjusting that you're going to have to do to all 4 corners because rubber bands are going to try pulling the sticks apart. So you're going to have to adjust the tension individually on each side to try and keep it so that the tension isn't causing the craft sticks to move since they're not dry yet. But I'm going to go ahead and let this dry and then put on my horizontal craft sticks. The way I've decided on my height is My doors are roughly 1.5 inches tall. I'm using the ready-made doors that I have, or that I did in another video. This facing doesn't have that little lip at the bottom, so I'm going to not worry about the gaps that will appear because I will take care of those in the final steps. But basically I need each of the levels. This is going to be a 3-story place. Each of the levels is going to have enough space for the door and the little bit of frame. I'm going to do these visually for the most part because like I said, everything is kind of off square. So I'm going to get the first side, I'm going to do one side at a time. I'm going to get it so where it looks good to me, and then go on to the next side. After the first one is dry, do it so that one looks good to me. Third side, fourth side. You don't want to do them all 4 at the same time because you will have a lot of movement on some of the pieces on something this big. If this was the smaller houses, I would just rubber band it and put craft sticks down vertically over the horizontal ones to keep them in place. But for this one, because this is going to be a larger one and I'm going to have more kind of wiggle room, so to speak, on the final bit, I'm going to go ahead and skip putting them in right now and wait till this is fully dry and just do them one side at a time. I will get these all done up and I'll get to you guys on the next step. Bye. Okay guys, so here we are. Got the base textured with some sand and ballast grit. Sorry. Did the texture for the stucco. Got the thatched roof on. Windows, doors, everything else. Next step is just going to be painting, so I guess I will get back to you guys as soon as I'm done painting it. Catch up with you in a bit. Okay, so here's the final finished house. I've gone ahead and added in some little bits of lichen and stuff. Really, the green really helps break up the color and add to the effect. I've done some static grass on the ground. And I'm pretty happy with it. And with that, the project's finished. Talk to you guys later.